August 6, 1945. The first mission of its kind.
The last person to have his hands on that weapon was me.
A devastating new weapon is unleashed on the city of Hiroshima. Within weeks, the U.S. government mobilizes teams of scientists and soldiers to assess the damage. Directly from the pages of their report, The Science of the First Atomic Bomb, as told by the men who analyzed the effects of the explosion and the survivors who experienced them firsthand.
All of a sudden, bam! Flash in the sky.
Now, what happened in the 24 hours after the world's first atomic attack?
On August 6, 1945, I was 23 years old. I was on board the Enola Gay B-29 flying to Japan.
1945, August 6. I was 13 years old.
August 6, 1945.
I was standing against the window looking outside.
August 6, 1945. I was 8 months old baby, and this is the dress I was wearing that day.
A day earlier, at a military base on Tinian Island in the Pacific, the world's first combat atomic bomb is brought out on the tarmac in preparation for delivery. The weapon's code name is Little Boy. Its conception is the most covert operation ever undertaken by the U.S. military. Some say it holds the power of the sun, the stars, the cosmos. But to the crew, the bomb looks like something much less cosmic.
Little Boy was 10 feet long, weighing more than the biggest pickup truck you can buy.
Morris Jepson is one of 12 Enola Gay crew members whose mission is to drop Little Boy on a yet-to-be-identified Japanese city. At 2:45 a.m., almost 12 hours after loading the 4.5-ton cargo, the mission officially begins. The Enola Gay takes off and heads west toward Japan.
First time I saw Little Boy was when I climbed into the bomb bay.
Within this cylinder of armored steel is 140 pounds of highly enriched uranium. Its uranium is divided into a projectile and a target. The bomb works like a big gun. Bags of gunpowder ignite, creating the pressure to send the projectile flying forward, smashing it into the target. Within seconds, critical mass creates a nuclear chain reaction, releasing a colossal amount of destructive energy. But because B-29s are known to crash on takeoff, the gunpowder is not yet inside the bomb. Now that they're safely off the ground, Jepson and Captain Deke Parsons can put the explosives into place. It takes Parsons only 15 minutes to place the 4 bags of cordite gunpowder inside the bomb's tail. But Little Boy's detonation system is not yet fully armed.
How to do it, Lieutenant?
That's Morris Jepson's job. These are the actual plugs he used that day to arm the Little Boy bomb. The weapon has 3 green plugs that work like a safety lock on a gun, preventing it from activating. Jepsen must remove the green plugs and swap them out. The red plugs complete the weapon's electrical circuitry so that sparks can ignite the gunpowder.
I had to handle, touch, lean on the little boy bomb, so the last person to have his hands on that weapon was me.
With the last red plug in place, the bomb is now alive. There are less than 2 hours before they reach Japan, yet no one's completely sure that little boy will actually work.
The Hiroshima bomb was an experimental weapon, and it was the first test.
3 Japanese cities had been chosen as potential targets for the attack. The primary is the port city of Hiroshima, located on the delta of the Ota River. A city of considerable military importance, it houses a communication center and an assembly area for troops. But it's far from just a military target. 80% of the people here are civilians. Since the previous March of 1945, almost every major city in Japan has been firebombed. Yet Hiroshima remains untouched.
The people of the city worried about that. Were they being chosen for something especially terrible?
But as the Enola Gay reaches Japan, Hiroshima's fate is still not final. It all depends on the weather. One of the requirements for the target is that it has to be visible from the air. Weather planes fly ahead to check the conditions over the 3 selected cities. As it happens, it is a clear morning at Hiroshima. The city's fate is now sealed. Enola Gay's target, the distinctive T-shaped Aioi Bridge. Running across the river in the center of downtown, it can be spotted easily, even at 32,000 feet. 90 seconds before release, the bombardier sets his sights on the target about 2 miles below and makes careful, last-minute maneuvers. Will they hit the target? And will it explode at the preset altitude of 1,900 feet over the city?
There are hydraulic actuated doors, big long doors, 12, 15 feet long. They don't just slowly open, they fly open like that.
Jepsen and fellow crew members had done the math and expect the bomb to detonate at 42 seconds.
That 43 seconds, I was nervous. I was monitoring the test box, thinking and counting in my head.
All of a sudden, bang! Flash in the sky. Pure white. I saw the bones on my fingers as though I was looking at X-ray. So intense.
This is the only footage ever taken of this atomic explosion. Scant documentation of an event that changes the course of history.